boys and girls. Today we're going to examine area, and particular we're going to examine area of rectangles. Now what is area? We've been talking about area being the amount of space inside a shape. Inside a shape. So if we have learned about perimeter being around the outside of a shape, the length of the outside is perimeter, then now we're learning about area, and it's all of the space inside the shape. That is our area. And so when I go to find out area, if you were simply doing it on grid paper like this, you could count for sure. You could count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and we could say area equals 12. And just like we've been learning, units squared. When we're talking about area, it's units squared or centimeters squared or whatever unit. We could do that by counting, but that could be really tedious. So instead, if we look at this like an array, like we do in multiplication, we can see that it's 3 squares wide and 4 high, and we can say the area is 4 times 3 equals to 12 as well. So we learned there was a formula for perimeter. Now we're going to learn there's a formula for area, and that formula in mathematics is the area of a rectangle, only of rectangles, or a square is a type of rectangle, is length times width. Length times width. Usually we say the longer side is the length and the shorter side is the width. As long as you know it's one side times the other side, that's how you find the area of a rectangle. So let's practice this formula for area. So now we just have a picture, and they're saying this rectangle is 50 squares long. I'm just going to put the 50 at the top. I'm used to it saying long up here, 50 squares, and 30 squares wide. So this is perhaps a field that's 50 by 30 or something. What is the area or the inside of this rectangle? And so we know, using our formula, area equals length times width, or side 1 times side 2. In this case, it's 50 times 30. Now let's go back to how to multiply 2-digit numbers that end with 0. We multiply the 2 digits in the front. 5 times 3 is 15. And then we add however many zeros there are total. There is 1, 2, 1, 2. The answer equals 1,500 units squared. All right, awesome. Okay. So here's one you could have drawn. Something that's 10 centimeters long and 5 centimeters wide. What is the area? Area equals length times width. Area equals, so 10 is its length, centimeters. Width is 5 centimeters. Area equals length times width, 10 times 5. So that's 50 units squared. Oh, we know the units. 50 centimeters squared for that rectangle. And that is how you find the area using your formula. All right. So let's just practice a couple. This one, A, its length is 5. They're putting length that way. Width is 4. And how do you find the area? Area equals length times width. So that equals 5 times 4. And that equals 20. And what's my units? In this case, it's meters. So always check what they use. Meters squared. Let's try one more. Let's go B. The length is 6, the width is 7. Area equals length times width. It equals 7 times 6. it equals, you guys know your multiplication, 42 meters squared. Awesome. Okay. Okay, actually we're going to end there, boys and girls. Go back to DAX and we will get the assignment for area on rectangles.